Welcome back to the Waller Gymnasium here in Portsmouth, Ohio. Shawnee State and Campbellsville University Mid-South Conference doubleheader tonight. The men's team, the Tigers, victorious here this evening. Final score 87-69. Joined now by Coach Brent Vernon. And Coach, these interviews are always a little more fun. You guys have been right there on the cusp of positive things happening. Tonight, you took the drama out of it a little bit, and that fast start, as good a start this season as I can remember.
Yeah, and tonight's probably the most complete game we've had all year. I'm going to say from tip to finish. You know, there were obviously a few lulls like we've had every game, but it hasn't been as long. You know, you can't really explain it. It is good to finally be in one of these interviews where we're not talking about a one-possession game where we came up short. And that's what we kept talking about in timeouts, and we've been preaching more and more every practice is, you know, we're in this situation, and we just haven't, everything hasn't been a sense of urgency. We haven't valued every possession the way we should, and we've gone to a new little model that every possession, offense, defense, it doesn't matter what it is like the final possession. And we did so much better tonight. There's still some things that, as a coach, you look at, it doesn't matter how good you are, I'm going to complain about some things. But again, from tip until the buzzer, that was by far the most complete game we've had in a really long time.
It's a lot easier to get into an offensive rhythm. I feel like a lot easier to execute when shots are going down. And tonight, they were going down early. They were going down often. You finished tonight 57% from the floor overall, 50% beyond the arc, Coach, 12 of 23. You just got in a groove early, and Elliot Young had a big part of that as well.
We did, and Elliot started it out, you know, like you said, he was the big part early, and then everybody just sort of fed off of it. And once you make a few shots, it's amazing what a little bit of confidence does, and you just roll with it. And we've been tinkering for the last couple of weeks with our offense to try to get a few more things to work with our personnel. And we've really the last 5, 6, 7 games, we've done a really good job offensively. It's just been we've had some bad stretches defensively. We've scored enough points really probably the last 9 or 10 games to win. You go back to Cumberland's at Cumberland. Saturday, 65 against Pikeville. But again, once you get to 65, 70, as a coach, I don't think you should lose. And our defense hasn't been up to par this year with that. And, 42% they shot for the game isn't what we want it to always be under 40. But they made 3 or 4 shots late, and they did a good job with that. But, I told our guys at halftime, obviously we're not going to sit there and shoot 56 or 7% again, so we have to be better defensively, and we turn around and we shoot about the exact same. So, again, I'm really pleased with how hard we worked, and we've had a lot of chances. We could have thrown the towel in this year, and we haven't done it, and our guys still really believe in what we've got left, and we're going to keep battling and trying to get there.
It's some people may kind of say, well, Shawnee's having a rough year, this, that, and the other. This is a team that beat Georgetown. I mean, so I know we talk about it, and sometimes, maybe you tune it out, but in this conference, it's any given day that someone can knock off one of those top teams.
Their game beating Georgetown also, you talk about it, it made Georgetown go from the 1 seed to the 2 seed. I mean, every team in our league is really close. I'm going to say there's not tons of difference. Obviously, you got Life playing lights out right now. But again, I just go back to all of the games we've played. We've really been right there. We've been right there. And I'm just really proud of our guys because, again, they've come into practice and worked hard. They've never really, they've been disappointed. But, again, we've thrown the towel in so many times, and we haven't, and we're sticking to it. And again, we're going to see what we can do these last 3 regular season games. And then when we get to Frankfurt, it's tournament time and anything can happen. And that's sort of the model we're going with right now.
Well, you talked about the guys putting in work. Clearly, Zach Perry and Rod Lawrence worked on their bank shots this week because they each pulled those out.
Rod's wasn't, it's one that was straight ahead. It may happen. Zach's high off the window from the dead corner. We sort of laughed about that. We finally, again, it's one of those games you can have a moment you can laugh with the guys. And it was so good to see our guys like that because right now we've just seen them so dejected. And obviously we've got a really happy locker room right now. And it makes, the night and the trip home tomorrow a lot more enjoyable, and it gives us great confidence moving into Saturday in another huge game.
Let's talk about that game, Coach. You make that trip to Georgetown Saturday, perennial power, top 10 team all season, top 5 team all season, I think, and you get to go into their place, and that would be a great way to kind of propel yourself to pick up momentum, Georgetown and Life, right before the Mid-South Conference tournament.
Absolutely, and we felt like we sort of let one get away at home against Georgetown. we were still, at a point to where as a team, we weren't as tough then as we are now. And I, as a coach, I didn't handle some things real well, and our team reflected that during that game. And I've been trying as a coach, obviously, during my first year to figure out some things. And one is sometimes you got to back off the officials as a coach from my standpoint, but also from the standpoint because when your players see it, they sort of feed off of it. And it's something that those things we can't control. We have to worry about what our guys can control. And as long as I continue to do that and lead by example, our guys will continue to get better with that. But it's something that our guys, we're excited about Saturday. We're ready to go play again. You have a game like this where it goes your way, and you like to see momentum happen. And I think it'll be an exciting game.
Well, Coach, congratulations on this one, and best of luck to you guys on Saturday.
Thanks so much.
Coach Brent Vernon and the Tigers victorious here tonight over Shawnee State. Final score 87-69.